So hello guys, I'm not exactly sure why I titled this video. Might be kind of like part 2 to Josh's video. Probably will title part 2. But, so Shell uploaded a video today. Pretty much he took his girlfriend and they went to deck chairs address. I believe he's in Jersey. No, Jersey. Georgia, sorry. Because he bleeped it out when he said the name of the state, but I feel like he didn't bleep it all the way and you're going to hear the Georgia, the at the end. So, I don't know. And he said, and the way he was talking about too, to drive, like he said it was kind of a longish drive, but then they would be back by like tomorrow night. Cause they were, I don't know. This was like filmed like 2-ish days ago, Sunday I believe, because he said what? There were 7 days left to upload the footage on the 20th, and today's is the 15th, I believe. Yeah, 15th. I just had to look at my calendar right there. Yeah, 15th. So that would be what, 5 days? So, and in the video it said 7 days. It just had to be filmed Sunday. So that's the way he was talking too. And he lives in Florida. So it goes how I believe how the states go. Not exactly, but kind of. It goes Florida, and when you head up, you go South Carolina, then Georgia. So it's like 2 states away from Florida. So it would be, you know, longish drive. But, you know, so anyways, that's just my guess. It doesn't matter though. I don't care about that. Like, you know, I have respect, you know, and I respect that deck chair wants to remain private. Because think about it, put himself in his position. If you wanted to remain private, wouldn't you be upset if someone was trying to expose you? I mean, come on, put yourself in the other person's shoes, you know. Like, I get, you know, shallow. He's mad with what happened with Jesse, but when you get mad and you get angry, you don't always think clearly, you know. And because he's not thinking clearly, you know, I think it's, he's doing some decisions, you know, impulsively. But anyways, so, in Shallow's video, where we're going to Josh, is, Josh FaceTime Riley. We're just going to call him Riley instead of Shallow, which is better. So, when I say Riley, I'm talking about Shallow, so just so you guys know, so you don't get confused. So, like, Shallow and his girlfriend just pulling up to deck chair's house. I was about to go in and Josh FaceTime him. And by the way, let's put a little tidbit here. Shall was talking about how Jesse treats Ashton. I don't think Jesse really treats Ashley that bad, if you know, honestly. And again, everything says it's script anyways, but the way Shal was kind of treating his girlfriend, he was kind of being a bit mean to her and snotty. But anyways, that's not important. But anyways, had a girlfriend with him, Josh FaceTime, and Josh said some interesting things, which, you know, kind of a lot of the same things I said. Anyway, he's pretty much said he doesn't think it's a good idea for Shallow to sue. He doesn't think Shallow has any legal grounds to sue because they also did stuff. You know, they said how they committed crimes as well, and that they trespassed on Psychodad's lawn. And Shallow said, well, because they was in the trunk, they didn't know. But you still went in the trunk, but when you got there, you still trespassed. You went inside the house, that's trespassing. Just because you didn't know you were going there. Could you stayed in the car, you know, whatever. But you decided to go into the house, that's still trespassing and stuff. So, you did commit trespassing. You know, they committed theft. They stole Nick's car. They broke and entered into Jesse's car. That's breaking and entering, isn't it? So, I feel like they committed way more crimes than Jesse. I feel like the only main thing Jesse did was steal the money, which he should definitely give back, and then broke the camera, which I think he should only pay half for half, because he did ask Josh to stop filming and Josh didn't. And I'm not saying that necessarily justifies it, but I mean, you gotta understand that. You know, he asked. Like, you know, he asked once, that's like a warning, right? Until action is taken, you know, right? Like, sometimes if you get pulled over by a cop, they would just give you a warning. But then if you do it again, they'll give you a ticket. You know, you gotta think of things like that sometimes. You know, and it was apparently Shallow's idea to go into the basement at Psychodad's. But anyways, and he was saying how, Shallow was saying how he can't defend what he did, but neither can Jesse. There you go. Neither of you can defend what you did. But in my opinion, Shallow did way more than Jesse did. And I kind of feel for Josh. I feel like he kind of got stuck in the middle there. Like, he didn't want to do a lot of that stuff. Shallow kind of forced him to. You know, yes, he could have said no. Granted, I get it. Or he could have said, Shallow's not good at that. We shouldn't do that or whatever. He could have spoke up, Mary. Granted, but sometimes it's hard, especially when it comes to your friends and stuff. You don't want to upset your friends because you want to lose them. So I get that. But you also you want to help them so they don't make mistakes. You know. I don't know. And he claims that Jesse stole $6K altogether. He just stole the $4K out of his backpack. The other money, the $2K that he took, was for rent. You know, and they came at $6K knowing they had to pay. So Jesse didn't steal that money. They knew they would have to pay and Jesse charged. So how is that stealing? They actually had to know. You know. And Josh, he also said how they think that they'll lose in the lawsuit because Jesse probably has a good legal team. He probably does. You know. He probably does have a good legal team. Being a bigger YouTuber, bigger influencer and stuff. You know. I'm just saying, I'm sure he has a good legal team. And especially being a business person, I'm sure Storyfire themselves, you know. Usually when you have a business, usually they have a good legal team. So I'm just saying. I'm sure they have a good legal team. And it would be hard for Shallow to sue. Because again, they both did stuff in with their legal team. You know. Yeah, and Josh even kind of seemed like he didn't like the whole exposing deck chair idea. Because he was like, when Shallow told him he was in front of deck chairs, he was like, the way he acted, like he didn't think it was a good idea. And the whole thing about if Jesse doesn't respond, Shallow's going to expose deck chair. That's like a threat right there, too. So that's another thing. You're threatening someone. So that's another charge for Shallow right there. You know? You know, that's a threat, so. And plus, even Josh brought this up about Jesse having an NDA with deck chair. And for those of you who don't know, NDA stands for non-disclosure agreement. So it's like a, I don't know exactly what it is. It's like some sort of paper that says you can't, that you know that you have to sign, and that means you can't disclose certain things. So whether it has to do like with Jesse's case, he can't disclose who deck chair is. You know, but there's different types. Sometimes you can't disclose certain things that happen in certain things. You know, it's like certain events or whatever. But yeah, that's what NDA is. It means you can't disclose a particular thing. And Josh brought that up too, so. Cause I don't know exactly how NDAs work, but I'm sure Shallow could get in trouble for doing this too. You know. Because there is an NDA. You know, and he could be getting Jesse in trouble. And who knows if Jesse even gave the right name. And Shallow claims they found her address through online, which I don't know how. I mean, I know it's definitely possible. But people don't usually put their address out on the internet. Do you know what I mean? You know. Like, so I don't understand. I mean, Shallow could be bluffing. We don't know if he's actually at deck chairs. He could just be bluffing that he even found the address. We don't know if he actually knows deck chair or actually went to deck chair's house. Because I feel like all he had to work with was a name. That doesn't really give you much, you know. You can look up the person, but there's probably a bunch of people with their names. You don't know what their face looks like. You know. You know, like if he goes by deck chair online, he could be going by that on other things too. You don't know. You know. When people want to be anonymous, they make it very hard for you to track them, I feel like. You know, especially nowadays with all the technology, it's very easy to stay anonymous. You know, because if you want to stay anonymous, you want to stay anonymous. You ever heard a case of people who disappeared, then they got found years later because they wanted to stay gone, but they somehow like came back or whatever? You know, if you want to disappear, you can disappear, trust me. Not as hard as you can think with technology and everything nowadays. So, I feel like it would be very hard to find out who deck chair is, just a name. So, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of sketch right there. Shallow claims, I don't know. What do you guys think? And Josh was saying about how they just showed up in Jersey and Shallow's doing the same thing with deck chair. He's just showing up to deck chair's house. And that's very dangerous nowadays because the world is dangerous nowadays. You know, not just with COVID, but that's a big factor too. But just, you know, people can own guns. You know, they don't know your intentions. You know, deck chair doesn't know Shallow's intentions. Shallow don't know anything about this dude. He could be dangerous. I'm not saying he's probably not dangerous, but you don't know. He could have a weapon. He could pull a weapon on you. You know, because he doesn't know Shallow's intentions, and he would be right to try and protest to defend himself, right? I'm just saying, you can't just show up at people's houses. You know, especially with coronavirus. You know, whether you're vaccinated or not. I mean, we know Jesse and Ashley is vaccinated. We know anyone else, if anyone else in the Jersey house is vaccinated. We know if Shallow and Josh is vaccinated. I don't know. But like, you know, and Josh says that you know, that Shallow should think this through more instead of just doing things, acting on impulse, which is true. So even Josh, he must have like really, you know, after he cooled down from his anger, really thought this through and realized this wasn't the best idea. You know, which I'm glad. You know, Josh just doesn't even seem like that bad of a guy. It seems like it's mostly Shallow. You know, he's the one who's being the asshole here. You know, and he says they have to like have a better plan. Josh said this, if they want to take action and do something, which I agree. And then, you know, the Shallow's video ended pretty much. He hung up. He said, "Yeah, it's not a smart idea." Like if he was agreeing with Josh, and he was like, "It's brilliant." And then he just hangs up the phone on Josh. You know, they're on FaceTime, so he hangs up, and then gets out the car, and the video ends. By the way, I looked at both their Twitter bars. I was just looking at them for something, for treats. And I found out Shallow is 20 years old and Josh is 21. Just thought I'd share that with you guys. But yeah, I don't know. Josh said some interesting things. He said a lot of the same things I was saying. They both did things. They don't really have much grounds to sue. It's like Josh is the smart one. He's, you know, the logical one. He's being logical about this. And Shallow's the impulsive one. Like, he just doesn't care who he hurts. You know, it's just about him. And if he gets what he wants, doesn't care who he steps on. You know, as long as he gets what he wants. And who cares if we don't know what deck chair is, you know? As long as he does good by Storyfire, right? Who cares? Like, I'm sure he's not the first person to stay anonymous, you know? In history of business, right? Let's be honest here. Like, I get it. It's interesting. You want to know? Yes, I want to know. But Jesse, you know, has an NDA. We have to respect that deck chair wants his privacy. You know, don't we all deserve privacy? Doesn't deck chair deserve privacy? We all deserve privacy. You know, just like when YouTubers go in other YouTubers' homes, like, that's not right to do. These YouTubers deserve privacy. They're human beings, too. Deck chair's a human being. He deserves his privacy. You know, he deserves to be left alone and respected. You know, it's about respect. You know, and I just wish people can see that, but it's whatever. But yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys. That was crazy. Like, Josh is coming to his senses. Why can't I speak today? Josh doesn't seem like a bad of a person, honestly. From not watching his videos, he cares. You know, he understands the ramifications. You know, the only thing I agree with that comes from Shallow and Josh is about Jesse should give the 4K back and should pay somewhat to fix Josh's camera or get Josh a new camera, whatever. I do agree with those two things, you know. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. And I know the last video I uploaded earlier, I didn't do, you know, how I write socials, like, all that in the video. I was still not feeling too great. Like, I was still feeling weak and low energy from not eating much yesterday. I'm feeling so much better now. Feeling like I have energy back now, so you can probably tell by how I'm acting in this video and from the video from earlier. I didn't mean to act that way in the video from earlier. I'm sorry if I didn't seem like I didn't have that much energy, but please subscribe, guys. You know, it'd be great. Follow me on all my socials. Follow Colin on Insta. Subscribe to Josh. Subscribe to Richmond #AGP. Subscribe to Oyster_Juggy. Subscribe to Colin. Again, subscribe to me for more content. Please like and comment. That would mean the world to me. And give me other video ideas. Because that would be awesome. Because a lot of times I don't know what to film. Saturday, I don't know what's going on. I have my nephew's birthday party to go to. So I don't know if I'm going to be filming. Sunday's Father's Day. Then Tuesday's my mom's birthday. But so I don't know what's going to be going on for the weekend. But no, and I hope Jesse uploads soon a video. I miss his content. But I love you, randomers. Randomers, let me know what you guys think in the comments. And I will see you, randomers, in the next video. Peace.